Here are 3 techniques to expand your thinking with AI. So there's 4 different categories of knowledge if you use the Rumsfeld matrix. So there's things that you know and you don't know. There's also your awareness of what you know and what you don't know. So the first category here is your known knowns, things that you know that you know. For example, I know what my job title is. Category number 2, your known unknowns. So these are things that you know that you don't know. For example, I don't know Mandarin. I can't speak Mandarin. I don't understand Mandarin. Most people use AI to help with their known unknowns. They're aware that they don't know something and they ask AI for help to understand it. The third category here is your unknown knowns. These are things that you know but you're not aware of. You might not know that you know this thing. For example, you might be really good at reading a room. You might not even be able to explain how to read a room or might not recognize that you're really good at it. You've just built up this tacit knowledge over time through experience. The final category is the most interesting. It's your unknown unknowns. These are things that you don't know and you don't even know that you don't know them. So this is actually a really high risk area. A lot of big mistakes happen here because of things that you don't even think to know is coming. And let's explore how to use AI to probe your unknown unknowns, which is one of the most valuable things AI can ever help you with. So let's look at 3 techniques for doing this. The first technique is ask AI to challenge you. So if we were to create a spectrum of agreeable AI versus AI that challenges you, AI models are trained to be extremely agreeable. They will say things like, "I'm happy to help you with this request. You're absolutely right. I completely agree. What a great idea." So they have a bias towards agreeability. And there's actually kind of a compound bias here because we as humans have some cognitive biases in favor of this. Like we tend to enjoy talking with someone who agrees with us. And so to overcome this double bias, you can actually get the AI to challenge you more often, because sometimes you don't need a yes man that agrees to everything. Sometimes you need someone that challenges you, that pushes your thinking, that expands your understanding. And you can get the AI to do this simply by explicitly asking for that, like, what's the strongest case that I'm wrong about this? Or argue against what you just told me. Because what you just told me is probably leaning more towards agreeing with what I just said, but what's the argument against that? Sometimes seeing the other side of an issue is more important than getting the answer to the question that you originally asked. Technique number 2, ask AI to surface your hidden assumptions. So AI will respond to what you say, but it can also respond to what you don't say. For example, how do I convince my team to adopt this new process? There are multiple hidden assumptions in this simple question. For example, this new process, the assumption here is that this is the right process. It might not be the right process for your team to adopt. Another assumption here, convincing my team, the assumption is that persuasion is the problem that I need to solve. Maybe it isn't. Maybe they're already persuaded and what they need is more clarity. Or maybe they're not persuaded because they recognize that maybe this isn't the right process to adopt. So there are constantly hidden assumptions baked into our thinking, into our statements, into our questions. Surfacing these, making them visible, being cognizant of our hidden assumptions, and probing whether or not they're accurate can be super helpful for your thinking. A few specific ways to ask AI for help with this. You can say, what assumptions am I making that I haven't stated? Or, before even getting an answer to your question, saying, before you respond, what premises am I not questioning here? Technique number 3, ask AI what questions you should be asking. This one's really interesting. The quality of the answer that you get depends on the quality of the question that you ask. And it's really common, if you're trying to understand an issue, it's really common to just focus on what you can see, the part of the issue that you're already aware of. But it's way more helpful to be able to ask about the entire issue, including stuff that you might not even know what to ask about. So a few ways to ask this are like, what's the most important question that I'm not asking about this issue? Or What would an expert want to know about this issue that we're discussing? Because an expert will see this issue differently. They may be asking questions about this that I don't even know enough to know how to ask. So, helping me get better at asking a question more holistically can be super helpful. So, these three techniques help you probe your unknown unknowns. Most people treat AI like an answer machine. Just give me answers to things that I know that I don't know. But by using techniques like this, you're treating AI like a thinking partner that expands your cognition.